I'm Dmitri. I'm CEO of HealthTest, company that is developing iCardia. Oops. So, I'm sorry. We are trying to solve the problem I'm facing actually nearly daily because I'm on one hand businessman and on another hand I'm fitness trainer, you can see. And actually I have 44 years in my passport. It's written there. And I'm really afraid that once training, during the training I can die. Why? Because I'm lifting extreme weights and doing all stupid things. Basically I don't care. And therefore we have developed this small device. Now actually here is a bottleneck. This cabling plus those color things are bottleneck. And here is the device itself. It goes aside to iPhone, and basically it performs same functionality as a classical refrigerator size machine in the hospital. It takes your electric cardiogram, it uses application server software, that's our proprietary algorithm. It converts it from analog signal from your body to the digital signal first, and then calculates into kind of assessment, which is rate from 1 to 10, where 1 is perfect, and 10, well actually 10 is quite bad judgment because you nearly died. Why it is important? Well, there is plenty of different things on the market. Here we will talk first about sport market that tell you during training how high is your heart rate. Is it normal? Is it higher than normal? You can combine it with the tracking software and you can do it during the training, during the running section somewhere. But what our device does, it tells to you not your immediate condition, not just heart rate. It gives you a full overview of your body conditions. And for example, quarter hour after training, because sometimes it is more important, like in my case. Because I can go to the gym and start lifting crazy things and everything will be inside the more or less normal ratio. But in fact, because of too long training, I will kill myself. Because I can train 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and stuff like that. Okay, you can see our device. And it is really important because to sportsmen it will tell that you did it too high, keep down. So what we are going to do, how we are going to make money. Basically we are going to sell those things packed into a cigarette size box with a user manual. And we would like to charge not those 50 euros because it's too low. We would like to charge 80 euros or $100. Because it is more or less price level that market is ready to pay. What the rest, I'm actually not willing to talk about that because it is really possible to run because it is in the classical medicine monitoring systems. Talking about our market, if we are aiming to cover sportsmen who are 30 years old, 10% of the market will give 630 millions of euros. This is another target market for us, and actually another funny stuff. If to put this small thing into tablet, actually any tablet, and to sell with a similar price, it is possible to sell it to other people, to smartphone owners or tablet owners, and it's going to be higher sum as well. But actually the same device that we will maybe develop ourselves because it costs a lot, we will be capable to start selling also on medical market. And in this case, if to cover all possible audience, if to enter state programs which are supporting cardio monitoring for old people, then we simply cannot calculate this market because such technology that we have Just only difference, because what we have a software. Oh, sorry. First. Oh, that's it.
So, great, thank you. And the questions. Yeah.
Do you or anyone on your team have any medical training?
Yes, of course. We're actually a board of our advisors that we were using, and the first gentleman who was writing our Bible, because we have a Bible, because we don't have this man any longer. It was actually one of prominent Russian scientists who wrote this book. Oh,
It's in Russian.
no, it's English, but it came actually from space 50 years ago.
So my question really was, you know, you're doing essentially an ECG, and are you actually, you know, if someone has a heart condition, the ECG will show up an abnormal rhythm, and it's, you're actually rating based on that.
Well, actually, this is because of 3 layers of our applications. First of all, what we have so-called I segment, which is one picture of cardiogram. It is based on international cardio standard, and if you have already disease, it tells to you that you are ill or you are sick. What is the next? It is a comparison of, well, actually 300 those segments, for example, within 3 minutes if you have this. In this case, we are using heart rate variability algorithm, which compares them between themselves, and actually compares certain pieces. So if you have deviation here, it will tell you possibly that there is a risk of development of such disease. So this is 1.5 years. And thing number 3 is actually last level. That actually really describes in very many details single pieces, because you can identify sugar disease using your cardiogram, you can identify other dangerous diseases, and all these 3 things together, if you will.
So it's a fairly accurate ECG?
Yes.
Is a 4 lead enough?
4 lead.
It's enough for you to get the right data?
Well, actually what we can do for different purposes, where you can easily turn our core software into algorithm that will serve 12. Because we started from 2, and we are all the time adding. But actually what the classical 4 leads cardiogram, it is 2 legs, 2 hands.
I think there's a huge market for, you know, medical things. People are very curious about their health condition. I think you could sell a 6 or 8 lead version. There's people who just hook it up because, you know, it's cheaper than going to the doctor.
So yeah, by the way, Kozla, who is one of the highest rating VCs in the US, just a couple of weeks ago showed a similar device that his portfolio company is developing. Do you know any core?
Live core? Yes, I know, because it is a fairly similar competitor to us, because what they are doing is a frame with 2 contacts, and that goes over iPhone, and you put it on the chest. There are 2 problems. One problem is they are not on the market yet, they are trying to solve, because this is a question of measurements. If contacts are too close, each to another, sometimes you cannot get measurement, because the difference in potentials of such close distance, which is less than 10 centimeters, is really small. And this is a bottleneck, as we know. But actually, this is a different product that can be used. But what they're missing comparing to us, all this part. They can visualize cardiogram, they will give you amount of byte of seconds, they will tell you about standard things, but not the calculation itself.
By the way, I mean, they have validated it for animals. They still don't have FDA approval, but they will get it.
The very interesting market is actually horse market, because one device to take cardiogram from the horse costs 10 times more compared with the human device.
Yeah, that's about that. 200, well actually, $199. So
They are aiming for such price.
they are selling it right now. You could buy it online.
For animals.
Yeah.
Well, possibly we should try our technology on rabbits as well. Didn't try it. Interesting, because actually last year they were telling us on medical fair in Germany is coming up second half of November. We will meet there just to discuss things. They were aiming half price at that time, not $199, but just $100 for their device. Any more questions?
So I think I agree it's a very interesting product, and it's a very good time for this kind of product to be coming out.
I hope so, you know.
Yeah, no,
It's across 2 wives, 1 house plus car.
Hasn't crossed your heart yet. But so it isn't just so how is the user getting feedback? Is it going, wow, yeah, is it kind of your heart's 6 out of 10 today, tomorrow it's gone down to 5 out of 10, so you're scoring out of 10, how does the user get feedback? Or is it a diagnosis you've got this
well, actually, I believe that it is accurate, because when we were comparing it is with stationary halters, but we don't have yet official measurement results. We know that it is 98%, which is close enough.
How do you know that?
98? Because we are doing in our labs.
So it's 98% accurate.
Yeah?
Show me the studies.
You would like? You have to go to St. Petersburg with me.
All these studies.
In Tallinn it's going to be this autumn, because we are struggling to produce this final commercial device instead of this. That is just at least how many times smaller comparing what we had in May. Because in May it was like, you know, 10 by 10 by 10, that size. And today it is, say, 90 times less what we have.
So you're saying it's 98% accurate for diagnosis?
Yes.
So what do you do with the 2% who it isn't accurate for C?
It is interesting to tell them, ask them, is it acceptable or not? Because where those 2 persons come from, it's actually the most painful thing for us, because this is a pure medicine use. People after fresh incidents and people after cuts, yeah? Operations. Because otherwise with normal people it is really accurate as is. But there are just very, possibly problems with maths or problems with measurements we simply don't know, because their current situation is unstable very much.
But if it's for diagnosis, then 98% is not good enough. If it's for
it is
just
for
it's not big, because if you're going to have that's two out of 100 people. That's
yeah,
very
I know
high.
what we're talking about. And
but if it's just for athletes, you said 30+ people who are fitness fanatics, then they're just using it to track their fitness. It's a very different market to diagnosing critically ill people who could die as a result of misdiagnosis from your device.
I know.
If I can interrupt, I guess I would be one of the people who are actually very interested about this device. And the question is like how to perceive the device. If doctors use that and they say like 2%
actually,
is wrong, then I will go like no.
Can I ask?
But if I buy it for my father just to carry it on like from daily and to get a general idea of what's going on, and he has regular doctor checks, then I don't really feel something about it.
Oh no, I agree. It's interesting advice. I'm saying that you've got to be careful, because if is it a diagnostic device or is it a kind of health fitness monitoring device?
Yeah,
I agree. It's,
Can I ask you to do me a favor? So anyone who would like to get a device to try before the end of the year, I can guarantee it minus 75% from the RCP. Okay. If you would give me a kind of feedback, is it useful or not? Because I will guide and lead you how to use that. And it is interesting, please put my email address somewhere, and I will be happy to reply to your inquiries.
75% is from the 50 errors, not 80 errors, right?
It doesn't matter, really. I'm going to tell the production price.
Use that chance.
Yeah.
It's only
Because what we would like to ask, it is people called beta testers, yeah? We would like a feedback. Just to tell us, is it useful or not, what is to do with that? Because I can lead people, used on my experience, what does it mean to lose 18 kilos? Because when I started the project, I was weighing 102 kilos. Now it's just 84. So it basically gives you from 6 to 4. Okay. Quitting smoking will give you from 4 to 3. 2, it's actually 6 is problematic condition because it is less than average. It means that I'm 44 years old, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I do not train, I'm overweighted, and my first wife just left me. So 4 to 3 means that I'm better than average. And currently I'm scoring all the time 2s because no overweight, no bad manners, so stuff like that. And actually it happened quite fast. So it is idea is really to create a kind of guidance that will teach you, because it is relatively easy just during average training. If you will train 1.5 hours or run 15 kilometers, just 15 kilometers, you will get enormously tired, and you immediately will score, instead of your regular 2, you will score 4, and that will tell to you that you are just either overtraining or overrunning, and you are doing too much to your health. Heavy party will give you 6. Believe me, next morning.
You need to validate this as a medical device.
Yes, I know that.
You cannot use social proof for that.
But we would like to ask people, because what we are trying, we are giving out funny device, no price, and we would like to ask from you what you are actually getting in the different conditions. Is it useful or not? Is it putting you thinking about that? Because you know, we are going to start as soon as next generation is ready in North Estonian Hospital.
Yeah, focus on that.
Okay, so let's take the last
So,
question.
so I can buy it for 20 euros now then?
If you would like to produce a pre-order, I will give you a bank account of the company. So no problem.
Okay.
So,
And just send me an email, and I will provide you to you. And that's it.
Just one question.
And availability, say 15th of December, we will get it packed.
Does that card mean I have to buy an iPhone to use your product, or
Yes.
can I buy a Windows phone card?
First version will be available on iPhone. Second one upcoming first quarter of next year for Android. We've just ported. Okay? Thank you very much.